everyone, welcome back to English for You. I'm Kat.
And I'm Elsie.
And we are here for day 2 of our article on folk dancing.
Folk dancing.
Yes, I love folk dancing. I think it's a fantastic way to express a culture and express people's roots.
Yeah. 没错。那 yesterday, we talked some different kinds of folk dances in Taiwan, right?
Right, we did.
And today, we're not only looking at folk dances in Taiwan, we're looking at them in different parts of the world.
That's right. So we have at least a few different countries or cultures where they have very, very famous folk dances and people really like to see these. So we're going to talk about some of them. Probably you will know some of them. And let's get into it and we will learn a little bit more.
Reading.
Folk dancing teaches music and culture one step at a time. As discussed yesterday, folk dancing comes in many styles. Each one is different and significant in its own way. In Hawaii, hula has been used for hundreds of years to tell stories about gods, legends, and nature. Before the Hawaiians had developed a writing system, they communicated using dance and song. For a dance with a different purpose, check out the Morris dance, which is a folk dance from England. The dancers wear bells on their legs and clap handkerchiefs, sticks, or swords together as they perform. The Morris dance is often performed at festivals, as it's believed to bring good luck. If you like a dance that's modern and energetic, check out the Sirtaki in Greece. This dance is often performed at weddings and is known for being fast and full of life. If you're looking for something more romantic, you're sure to love the tango in Argentina. This sexy dance is performed by couples and is full of emotion. Of course, these are merely examples. If there's a country or culture that you're interested in, check to see what folk dances they have. You may learn something new.
As discussed yesterday, folk dancing comes in many styles. Each one is different and significant in its own way. As we said yesterday, they vary.
它们有很多的不同，所以不同的民俗舞蹈呢，都有它自己的独特性和重要性。
So some of them are very happy, some of them are for storytelling, some of them are for, expressing romantic feelings. Yeah, there's different kinds.
And first, we are looking at a kind of folk dance in Hawaii.
Hawaii!
Wow.
I love Hawaii, and I love this dance. In Hawaii, hula has been used for hundreds of years to tell stories about gods, legends, and nature. And it's still done all the time.
哇，所以他们的这个故事，像是关于神啦，或是传说、传奇，或是大自然，都会在这个舞蹈当中表达出来。所以 legend 这个名词呢，就是传说跟传奇故事。
So before the Hawaiians had developed a writing system, they communicated using dance and song. And that's true. There's a lot of stories in older cultures where dancing and singing and telling stories is more important than writing.
所以在没有文字之前呢，他们都是用舞蹈和歌曲来沟通，来 communicate， 或者是我们可以说来表达自己 to express themselves.
Yes, they express different things. So, yeah, that's Hawaii, and that's only one of many kind of dances they do in the South Pacific that are all kind of similar, and they tell stories, and very beautiful to look at. For a dance with a different purpose, check out the Morris dance, which is a folk dance from England. So we are looking at this word check out, this phrase. Let's take a look and see what it means. When you say to check something out, this is a casual way of saying you should look at it or learn about it. When we say, check out that guy over there, what's he doing? That means look at him. There's something interesting to see. So to check out means to see something interesting, learn about something interesting. You can also think of this for other uses. There's uses like check out books when you take books from the library so that you can borrow them. There's other ones like that. But the main meaning of check out here is just take a look.Check
out something 或是 check something out 那就代表瞧一瞧看一看某事某物像是 you can check out this new movie
Yeah
看一看这个新的电影或是 check out a new TV show Right
Yeah, exactly. So the dancers wear bells on their legs and clap handkerchiefs, sticks, or swords together as they perform in the Morris dance. So we have a few different props here, like items that they will use. One of them is a handkerchief. Now, this is spelled handkerchief. We kind of mash them together and get handkerchief. So it's a small cloth that you use for wiping your face or your nose or your eyes, or sometimes if you were exercising, maybe you just like dab off all your sweat with a handkerchief. It's like a tissue, but you don't throw it away. You wash it off instead. And so an example sentence, you could say, Leo gave Claire his handkerchief when she was crying, and she used it to blow her nose. Yeah. And then we have another item here that they will use for this dance, which is a sword. Sword is spelled S-W-O-R-D, but you don't really say the W, just say sword. And it's a weapon, and if you have seen, any old movies, you've probably seen a bunch of swords. It's a long metal blade, has a sharp point and an edge, and you hold the end in your hand, and you stab, and you that's swords. And so they will use those for dances too. There are many cultures that use swords in their dances. So for an example sentence, before guns were invented, the sword was what most people used in war.OK,
那这边看到两个名词啊，第一个我们讲到的是 handkerchief， 要注意它的发音哦。虽然呢字中有一个 k， 好，可是字中有一个 d， 但是 d 是不发音的。好，我们直接念 handkerchief 就可以。那再来还有 sword 也是 w 不发音，好，所以念 sword， 那指的就是剑或是刀。
Right, exactly. So handkerchiefs, swords, sticks, they use different things to kind of clap them together. And it's probably a group dance, like a big group dance. And they have a lot of complicated steps. But it looks really cool. The Morris dance is often performed at festivals, as it's believed to bring good luck. So that's one from the UK now, or England, and then one from Hawaii. And now we're going to move on somewhere else. If you like a dance that's modern and energetic, check out the sirtaki in Greece.
希腊的一种民族舞蹈。
Yeah. So it's energetic is what they say. Means it has or shows a lot of energy. When you are feeling energetic that day, you're like, yes, I can do anything. I'm moving around, very happy, that sort of thing. So this is a very fast-moving dance, and it shows a lot of energy. For an example of energetic, Maya is always energetic and happy, so people really like spending time with her.
Energetic 这个形容词代表精力充沛的或是充满活力的，所以如果你看到一个人他精力充沛，你可以跟他说 Wow, you look really energetic. 那如果你觉得活力充沛，你可以说 I feel energetic. 那能量这个字 energy就跟 energetic 是相关的哈，那这个名词 energy 啊，它就是能量啦，或是能源。那如果一个人能量丰沛，你也可以用 full of energy 来形容。So, Kat, do you think you're an energetic person?
Generally, yes.
Generally.
I think usually I am full of energy. Maybe today I'm a little bit less so, but I think that I'm still doing okay. And in general, I'm, energetic person. I think you are too.
Yeah, generally. Normally. Usually.
Sometimes when you have to get up early and you're like, then you're not so energetic. But most of the time, feeling pretty good. All right, so we're talking about this energetic dance called the sirtaki. And it's a Greek dance. It's from Greece. This dance is often performed at weddings and is known for being fast and full of life. So it is known for being fast. So be known for is another way of saying be famous because of something. So people think sirtaki and they're like, oh, that really, really fast Greek dance. That's what I know it as. Yeah.
Be known for something， 那就是以点点点为特色，让人家知道。那 for 是介系词，所以你后面要加上的是名词或是 VING。那这个 known 这个形容词，你还可以把它代换成什么呢？像是 well known 或者是 famous 也是可以的。
So now we've learned about 3 different ones. We have the hula from Hawaii, we have the Morris dance from England, and we have the sutaki from Greece. Now we're gonna head to South America.
Oh,
yes.
Where in South America?
Argentina.
Argentina.
Yeah. If you're looking for something more romantic, you're sure to love the tango in Argentina.
Oh, the tango.
I love the tango. I think it's great. The music is great. The dance is really sexy. And yeah, so we're gonna learn a little bit more about it here, but first we described it as romantic. Romantic usually means about people being in love, but it can also be about stressing your emotions or your imagination and telling people, expressing things very outwardly about how you feel, especially if it's about nature and feeling joyful and feeling like your heart is aching because you want to see the person you love. That's romantic. It's also about just being in love between 2 people. Like you and your husband might be like, oh, I love you so much. Oh, how romantic. Yeah.
Romantic 形容词
That's
浪
right.
漫的罗曼蒂克的
Oh, is
Yeah, in
that?
Chinese we say that.
That's so funny. Yeah, so you get the idea. So an example sentence, the story of Romeo and Juliet is very romantic, but also ends in a very sad way.
没错，那刚刚讲到的 romantic 形容词，好浪漫的，关于爱情的，或是罗曼蒂克的，那就要问 Kat 啦。Are you a romantic person? Do you think you are romantic?
Absolutely. I sent my girlfriend flowers for Valentine's Day and all sorts of things like that. How about you?
I don't think I am, but
No.
I'm a Pisces. What's your star sign?
Aquarius.
水瓶，你很水瓶哎。Very, you are very
And an
much
INFJ.
like Aquarius.
Yeah.
So I'm a Pisces, but I don't think I'm romantic.
Not everybody has to be romantic. As long as you can show somebody you love them, you don't have to do big gestures or cover their house with flowers or be like, I love you for the rest of my life, that sort of thing. But anyway, so the tango is a very romantic dance. It's also very sexy. And we're going to learn about what this word means in just a second. So we saw that the tango is very romantic, and then the article goes on to say this sexy dance is performed by couples and is full of emotion. So the tango is very emotional, it's very romantic, and it is what they call sexy. Sexy is what you call something when it has interesting or appealing qualities, especially if it's about being attracted to somebody's body or feeling excited about touching them. That's kind of sexy. A lot of pop music these days will have, songs that are kind of sexy where they're like, oh, I'm gonna, take you to bed and we're gonna have some romantic times together, and they have like a really fun, kind of music in the back. So another example, you could say many pop music groups have sexy dances to go with their songs. So we said it's romantic, it's sexy. Tell us about what it means in Chinese.
OK， 所以刚刚有 romantic 浪漫的，这里有 sexy， 那就是性感的。A lot of dances are sexy, right?
Oh yeah, many, yeah. And it's been going back for a long time. I think dancing is kind of like a way that people like to show their body.
Right.
And so
Not only their emotions, but also their bodies, right?
Exactly.
所以呢，我们这边看到啊 full of emotion， 那就是充满情感。有一些舞蹈呢，就是跳起来会让人家觉得很有感情。
Yeah, I actually was surprised. I didn't think of tango as a folk dance, but I guess it actually is. It started in brothels in the early 1900s in Argentina.
Oh.
Yeah. It was, done for fun, and then it became like a professional thing. And now there are people who are professional tango dancers.
Do you know how to do tango?
I know the basic step. I do not know much more than that. It's just 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then you have to add certain things onto it.
Are they like clapping?
No,
movements?
that's you're thinking of flamenco.
Oh,
tango is like the
佛朗
like,
明歌舞是有拍手的那一种，然后就是 tango， 没错。
Yeah, and Argentinian tango music is also very romantic. They use like guitar and accordion and violin.
Yeah.
It's great. There's a composer from Argentina who does wonderful tango music. Anyway, so tango, hula, Morris dance, and the Greek one that I can't remember the name of.
Starts with S.
Starts with a S, and I'm so sorry. But anyway, those are just a few. Of course, these are merely examples. And merely here is our last vocabulary word. It means only or just, kind of like purely earlier. We have merely. When you say something is a mere something or other, that means it's just that thing. It's not that important, it's not big, it's just eh. So these are merely examples. We say merely here to show that, you know, these are just a few of hundreds, if not thousands. So it's just a few examples. Don't think of it as everything. So for an example sentence using merely, you can think, I woke up this morning thinking I had gotten rich, but it was merely a dream.
Oh, it was only a dream.
It was only a dream.
所以 merely 这个副词呢，也可以用 only 来说哈，那它就是仅仅只是。
So that's just a few examples is basically what we're saying. If there's a country or culture that you're interested in, check to see what folk dances they have. You may learn something new.
对啊，如果你对哪个文化或是哪个国家有兴趣的话，去看看了解他们是不是有 folk dances。
Yeah, and there's a wonderful, wonderful folk dances all around the world. My favorite are from Ireland and West Africa and the Jewish community. So like they have Irish step dancing, which is where you see like them doing the really fast tapping with their arms at their side.
踢踏舞
Yeah.
Tap dancing.
Yeah, kind of like tap dancing. Tap dancing is from step dancing. And then West African is like really like full of joy and like really big steps and all that sort of thing. And then Jewish hora is what they dance at weddings, and I just think it's so happy and joyous, and they do it as a community.
And there's a kind called swing dance, right?
Swing dance, yeah.
SWING?
I wouldn't say that's a folk. It could be a folk dance. It started
Looks like a folk dance.
It started in like the probably 1930s, 1920s, from the black community in the U.S. Yeah,
cool.
During the age of jazz. Yeah. So that's all we've got time to talk about with the article. But right now we're going to go to our For You chat and finish up today.
For You chat.
All right, our chat question for today. Aside from writing and music, what are some other ways that stories are told? Talk about them.
Stories can be told in different ways, right? Many different ways.
Many.
Like in different forms of art?
Yes.
Or through theater?
Yeah.
Or movies, films, or TV shows.
And also just telling a story.
Oh, yes.
With your mouth, you know? Tell your kids bedtime stories. Maybe you tell old stories from your life. There's all kinds of different ways for people to share their stories. And sharing stories is a really human thing to do. It makes us who we are, and it helps us to connect with our past and our future. So it's really important to learn about different ways to tell stories and the stories that people tell through things like folk dancing. So I think that's all we've got for our article. So for English for You, I am Kat.
I'm Elsie.
And we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review. Handkerchief. I keep a handkerchief in my back pocket for drying my hands or face after washing them. Sword. Knights often used swords to protect themselves and fight their enemies. Energetic. Kathy got a great night's sleep yesterday, so she feels energetic and happy today. Romantic. Jack prepared a romantic dinner and lit candles. His girlfriend thought it was very sweet. Sexy. Jason wants to watch this movie because he thinks the main actor is very sexy. He thinks she's the most beautiful actor he has ever seen. Merely. Tom was merely a simple factory worker, not a rich businessman.
智慧小补帖
Legend.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是www.voice www.english4u.net www.english4u.net